So in this short video, I will walk you through an automation I built for a marketing agency. So the goal of this automation is simple: to eliminate the repetitive task of manually transferring lead data from Google Forms into Notion and make the process smarter by categorizing leads based on their budget. So before we go into details of this project, I'm going to be showing you the tools we used. So we used Notion to populate data. As we can see, these are the fields we have in our Notion table. And then I also used a status column so that each new lead is labeled with a new lead status to help the team prioritize follow-up. So that's the need for this new lead. It's a default status. We have the budget range, we have the service interested in, and we have the budget category and the rest. I also have a form. So this is the form we are going to be using for this project. It's also mapped out the full name, email address, phone number, service interested in, budget range, and the rest. Now let's quickly get into it. So for the trigger, I use the Google form as the trigger. So whenever someone submits a lead form on any of the landing pages, the scenario kicks in instantly. So that is it for this form. Now, I also used a router. So after the form is submitted, the router evaluates the fields and directs the data down to its correct path. So in between, I used a filter. So what does this filter do? For example, this first filter is labeled low budget. It's for the low budget lead. So the condition says whenever a budget range is equals to $100 to $200, send a Slack message. So the form responses are automatically sent into a structured Notion database. Let's open it and see, with fields already mapped out, such as email, phone number. We can see the full name, email address, phone number, additional notes, budget category, how did you hear about us, the status, the budget range, and the service interested in. So for the second filter, which is the mid-budget lead, I use the condition that says whenever a budget range is equals to $200 to $500, populate the data in Notion. We've also mapped this out as well. And then for the third one, I use the filter that says, as we can see here, is the high budget lead. So I use a filter condition that says whenever the budget range equals to $500 and above, populate the data in Notion and also send a Slack message. So this is it here. This is the message we are going to be receiving in Slack. I've added the Slack channel, I've added the Slack ID and the rest. So now let's quickly run this live automation and see what happens. So I'm going to run it live. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to fill a form. I'm going to fill a form. So I'm going to use this name in the form. Email address. Phone number. So I'm going to choose a service. Let's say Google Ads. The budget range, let's start with $500 and above. So we are going to get a Slack message. How did you hear about us? Let me just write Twitter. Any additional notes? None. Now let's submit. Now let's go and run our automation and see what happens. So can we see it has run? We have one message in Slack. So let's open our Slack channel and see. Can we see? The message has populated in our Slack channel. Now let's check our Notion if the data also populate. Can we see? This is the new data that came in now. Now let's do one more live test. This time we're going to be doing it for the low budget leads. We use the email address. The phone number. Let's choose the service interested in. Now we are going to choose the budget range. Let me choose this. So we are going to see what happens. Let me say Facebook. Any additional notes? None. So let's submit. Now let's run our automation and see where it goes. Can we see? Data has populated in Notion. So let's check Notion. Can we see? It has populated in Notion.